Might suggest that Meghan Markle really sees herself as that dedicated follower of fashion. Remember that song from the 1960s? There we have a woman who, well, a lot of people suggest might really need a stylist. Now, I'm not a fashion icon, so I don't know anything about female fashion. What I do look at is when you look at old stars, they seem to be dressed far better, didn't they? Far more groomed, and they did look like a star was arriving. The problem I had with Meghan at that recent Invictus launch was it looks like she'd popped out from said serving milkshakes for her children. The shorts, the flat shoes. I mean, who thinks that's a good look? Well, according to a well-placed source, Meghan Markle thinks this is a very good look and more importantly sees herself as literally flatlining out to make sure that all the major fashion houses that weren't too keen on her before are now, as ever. Let me explain. I know it's a strange one, isn't it, this, when you think, oh, we haven't done a wave. We'll have a wave. Yes. Morning, how are you? Or good evening, whatever you're doing. Yes, thank you so much for joining me today. I'll get shot. I know we like a wave, don't we? Bit of exercise. Keeps us together. Are you all right? Are you? Yeah, you're feeling better? I know. I don't want to share it because I know I overshare and I get told off. Getting a cold now. I know it's one of those late summer colds, isn't it? Been so warm here, and I was telling somebody recently that I think you pick up more bugs when it's warm and humid because, of course, there's more germs. In a sense, cold kills germs. Am I right? Listen to Dr. Neil. Yes. You are, I know. What do you mean you've nodded off? Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. Now, this, as I say, is going to be really interesting for Meghan Markle because, as you know, a couple of months back, well, I think around the coronation time, was when we saw Prince Harry and then again the legal cases with the media wearing Christian Dior. Now, I don't know about you, I've never been able to afford anything in Christian Dior. Been in the shop, actually, been filming in there. Lovely place, lovely outfits and everything, but who can afford it? Like their aftershave, but again, you have to go in the pound shop and find the relative knockoff, don't you? You do, seriously. But on another side of the coin, Meghan Markle was very keen to become the face. The deal of Christian Dior, she's worn quite a bit, including some people have christened it the Mad Nurse's outfit at the Platinum Jubilee celebrations. But what's interesting here is she couldn't understand why said company didn't come rushing and say, hey, we want to sign you up. This is the deal. Now her new team, a very expensive new team, allegedly feel that what Meghan needs to do is show the world once again that she is a fashion plate. We saw that recently when she was wearing those stress patches, remember, where she folded a sleeve back and she had all these very heavy clothes on. And then about a year before, she tried it again, wearing all those oversized outfits in the humid heat of New York City. You can imagine how tricky that was. Now, what's interesting also about Meghan is that she believes after Invictus and after the acres of press that have been shown, that people will think, actually, we should sign her. She could be the face of a major fashion label. Now, her favoured one, obviously, is a big house like Christian Dior or something similar. And they believe that after this event, they will see, well, just think of the press we could get. What you have to remember is Christian Dior don't necessarily need the press. They have big names already assigned to them, like Johnny Depp with his old Sauvage campaign. So what you have to also think is, well, you can get the press. Does that turn into sales? But as ever with Meghan, she believes that the popularity, the media spy, as it were, will make those sales happen. But truly, are the same people following Meghan the same people that actually can afford Christian Dior? She thinks so. Will they? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.